Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast. My name is Maj.
This is Mac.
That is Mac, and we are back. What are we?
30.
30? It's 30. Yep.
30.
It's 30. Yeah, we've done 30 episodes, man.
Wow, that's great.
Wow. So 30 episodes, about an hour an episode. So we've been talking into these microphones for about a day and a fourth. About a day and a fourth we've been talking.
A full day and a fourth.
A full day and a fourth. You don't really get that type of commitment from most.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to dive right in today.
Let's do those.
We're just going to dive right in. So which one do you want to start with?
I want to keep the one that's in my mind,
Yeah.
till the last one.
You want that to be the last one?
I want that to be the last one.
Okay. Runs in the family. That's all I'm going to say. It runs in the family. Anyway.
What's your first one?
So the first one. Let's start with a little bit of a recap, right? And then we'll do a preview of two different sports, right? So we are going to start with the NFL. Okay. So the NFL. We have now gotten to a point where the playoff picture is starting to shape itself.
Yeah.
It's starting to shape.
Shown.
It is. You want to talk a little bit while I take a little sippy sip?
Yeah. So I'm looking at the AFC, right? I just want to talk about like this because the Bills were doing insane in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? They kind of fell.
And they're playing today against the Patriots, so we'll see.
Patriots are number one.
Yeah, in the AFC right now. So
Yeah. They're 8-4. Bills are 7-4.
So let's break it down AFC to NFC.
Okay.
Okay. So in the AFC, you have the Patriots at number 1, Titans at 2, and the Ravens at 3. Now they all have the 8-4 record. Actually, the Chiefs at 4 also is 8-4.
Yep.
They're also 8-4.
Everyone in the AFC, the first team in each division
is 8-4.
Is 8-4.
Yeah. So
Patriots,
then you go to 5.
Chiefs, Ravens, and Titans.
Then you go to 5. You got the Bills. So the Bills are playing the Patriots today. They could potentially bring the Patriots to 8-5 and propel themselves to 8-4 because they're 7-4 right now.
Yes, so they can regain the.
Yeah, and that doesn't really knock out the Patriots from playoff contention because the Chargers have the Bills have the first wild card spot. The Chargers have the second wild card spot, 7-5, and the Bengals have the third wild card spot, 7-5. These two actually played against each other this week, and it was a pretty gross game. They 40-burgered them, so there's that. Bengals lost. But overall, if I'm just looking at this top 7. Right?
I can't tell who's going to make it.
I can't tell. Yeah, exactly. I can't tell who's going to come out of the AFC at all.
AFC is hard.
Because right now, in the way that it's currently structured, the Patriots would get a first-round bye. Okay? The Titans would play the Bengals. The Ravens would play the Chargers, and the Chiefs would play the Bills in the way that it's currently structured. None of those games to me, the Titans, they lost Derrick Henry. I don't know how well they'll stack up against the Bengals without him. The Chargers are going to play the Ravens. The Ravens are weird, but the Chargers are weird too. So I don't know what's going to come out of that. There's nothing definitive where I can say this team is probably going to make it to the second round in the AFC.
So the Patriots have won the last 6 games.
Yes, they have.
There are 6 games.
They have won the last 6 games.
So tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Tomorrow's very interesting because if they go to 9-4, right, and then they have the Bills go to 7-5, that builds a 2-game lead. Is that a 2-game lead? Yeah, 2-game or 1.5 game lead over the Bills, and they play the Bills again too.
Yeah, how many more games are there? 5?
Depends for each team. The Patriots have 5. The Bills have 6. It just depends on when your bye was.
Okay.
So I mean, honestly though, this is gonna be neck and neck with the AFC. And then even the teams that are out aren't that far out. But I don't know that in looking at this, I don't know that any of the teams that are right behind have a shot of breaching that wild card spot. Because I think the Steelers suck major butt, huge ass.
I'm just surprised from the Patriots, honestly.
They
were third.
Yeah, my dad's a Patriots fan. My family is Patriots fans, and one thing I told them in the offseason is they made a lot of good signings. 1 and 2, they drafted a perfect Belichick quarterback with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I thought at this stage there'd be max 6-6. Max.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm really surprised. So they started off that way.
Yeah, they did. But their losses were good losses, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
when they lost, they didn't get fucked up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was fine. It was still like they're still gentlemen walking off the field. They weren't crying. Like it wasn't bad. But then you look at who's in the bubble. You see the Steelers, they're not good. The Colts, they're okay. But are they really that great? Because they just won, but they beat the Texans. It was like 30-0. The Texans suck ass. The Raiders just lost to the Washington football team, which I mean, if there's any way to judge your franchise, but the Washington football team's on a 4-game winning streak. Thank you. Please
Please stop.
don't
Stop
fuck this
it.
up. But can't judge them on that. The Browns are just Baker Mayfield is injured. I think his entire right side of his body is just broken. Like just everything. Anything you can imagine on the right side is just
He's
fucked
gone?
up. Yo, he's done, bro. He's gone. Broncos just lost a nasty game to the Chiefs. They played like absolute dog shit. They don't look good.
They don't. I think they're out.
The one team that I think, and I don't know if you're looking at the same list as I am, the one team that I think has a shot to take the Bengals spot is the Dolphins.
Really?
The Dolphins just beat the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Now let me tell you who's left on the Dolphins' schedule, and you'll understand. They play the Jets, okay, the Saints, who suck ass, the Titans, who are not good without Derrick Henry, and they're not good without Derrick Henry, and then the Patriots. I think they win 3 out of the 4 games.
I see what you're saying.
I think they win 3 out of those 4 games, taking them to like 9-8, and I think 9-8 is going to be good enough for them to make the playoffs in Cincinnati spot or in the Chargers spot or whatever. I think they might get there.
But they have to exceed Bills' record.
The Bills are going to make it. The Bills are going to make it because I'm talking about wild card.
Oh, you're talking about wild
Yes,
card.
yeah, I'm talking about wild card. So and then the Jets and the Jaguars, that's like talking about relegation. Like they should just play high school football this year. Just make
Jaguars
it
are
easy on themselves.
2-10.
Jaguars suck ass, dude. Absolute butt cheeks.
The Jets 3-9.
The Jets are 3-9, and it's an ugly 3-9, man. I can't lie to you.
I haven't seen them like perform in a while.
Well, yeah, that's because they don't come on national television,
15
really.
years maybe.
Okay, so that's what we got going on on the AFC. Who's your AFC favorite to make the Super Bowl?
To make the Super Bowl?
To make the Super Bowl. Who's your AFC favorite right now?
I hate that question. You're not gonna like it.
What do you have?
I just want Patriots to go to the Super Bowl against Tom Brady.
I would love that. I would love that, and I would love for Tom Brady to beat the shit out of him.
Oh man.
Oh my god, dude, that would be
But
amazing.
I'm looking at this. Patriots, all of their away games they've won, but at home they suck.
for whatever reason.
They're
yeah.
3-4 at home.
Yeah, they're not great at home. And,
They're not.
And that bad spell to start kind of inflates that. But here's the thing, man. The Patriots have to play the Bills twice. And they have to play the Colts. They're not the greatest team, but they're a tough team. The Dolphins team, not the greatest team, but they're a tough team. And then the Jaguars, right? So out of all of that, I think they realistically win 3 of their remaining games. And I don't know that...
If it's enough.
I don't know that's enough to get them the first round bye in that number 1 spot. And I think that's going to be really important. I think it comes down to this, man. Whoever gets that first round bye is going to make the Super Bowl, in my opinion. And I think
I'm going with Patriots.
that's going to be the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
I think they're going to make the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes has been playing like dog doo-doo, but their defense is actually disgusting. They're starting to figure it out, and it looks good. I mean, I watched them yesterday play against the Broncos, and they were absolutely manhandling them. Like it was just.
I'm not
disgusting.
mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I just want to see that story. You know?
I would love to see the story.
Just get Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Look, Mac Jones is going to
Mac
win like
Jones?
5 Super Bowls, dude.
he's legit.
Yeah, for Belichick, this guy gives you exactly what you want, right? He doesn't do stupid shit. Okay, he makes the right reads, the right throws, knows when to throw the ball out of bounds, knows when to take a sack, knows when to step up. Like he's just a smart player.
He's a smart player.
Not a sexy player by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, it's not like Tom Brady was.
No, it's just all methodical.
Yeah, he just no emotion.
Exactly.
Just plays.
So then you have the NFC.
An NFC.
The NFC is looking a little different this year than I would imagine, because Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the Arizona Cardinals
killing
are
it.
not a fluke. They are not a fluke. They are killing it.
They're killing
Now,
it.
granted, they just played the Bears to get to 10-2, but they still won. Okay, so I mean, you got to give it to them. You're 10-2 in football with 17 games. That's 12 out of 17. You're talking about almost 65% of the way through, and you won 10 out of those 12 games. You're a good football team.
And
Doesn't matter.
they're killing their away games.
Absolutely.
They're 7-0.
Yeah, I mean,
away.
they're monsters.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Why is everyone sucking at home? Like it's
I don't know what it is. I don't know what. Maybe it's the pressure, but you got the Cardinals, and they got an interesting dynamic because they got some good receivers. They got AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, who's mobile. James Conner is a good running back. Kenyon Drake. I mean, they got a good team. So I wouldn't rule them out. Now,
rule them out. What do you mean rule them out? No way.
From my Super Bowl favorite. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like rule them out.
So,
number one.
They're rolling, right? Then you got the Packers at 2. They are on a bye week, but they're going to be coming back next week against the Bears, so they're going to be 10-3 because they're 9-3 now. Bears suck butt again. A lot of butt sucking in the NFL this year. A lot of butt sucking. But the Packers look nasty. Like, the Packers look disgusting.
They're the only ones winning at home. They're 5-0.
Yeah, Lambeau, man. Lambeau's different. Lambeau's different, dude. Wisconsin, it's a lot of cheese. The teams aren't ready for that. It's hard to recover.
I would love to go to a game there.
Yeah, dude, Lambeau's crazy. When it snows at Lambeau Field and the Packers are playing in the snow,
it's like home.
yeah, that's literally. I just want to sit down, watch that game against whoever the fuck, maybe the Vikings, little yellow and purple type
The
color.
biggest rivalry.
Man. Drink some coffee.
I would love to see that.
Okay. So then you have the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are rolling, man. And Tom
doing
Brady's
good.
probably MVP. Tom Brady has the most touchdowns in the league right now, and I think the most passing yards. And he has more touchdowns than most NFL franchises have right now. Like, most of the league does not have as many touchdowns as Tom Brady has, which is nuts. And he's 43 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Or 44.
44 now.
44, ladies and gentlemen. This man is old as shit.
Yo, he's killing it.
He's crushing it, bro. Gronk is scoring touchdowns still.
I
Like, what the hell is going on?
Bro, that's why I'm telling you. Okay, Cardinals really deserve the spot.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
They deserve it.
Yeah.
But I really want to see Tom Brady again.
I would love to see Tom Brady again.
Like when he was back with the Patriots, I was like, enough.
Brady's
But
like
now-
my favorite NFL player of all time. I swear,
Really?
dude. I swear. Because in his old age, he's just like you could tell he's getting older because he just stopped giving a fuck. Like he'll post videos after beating a team. He'll post videos, like highlight videos of the most embarrassing moments of that game for the other team. And the background music will be that city's most famous rapper. Like in every single city that you, it's like the most
What?
disrespect. And he's just smiling and laughing
No
into his
way.
camera. Bro, this guy doesn't give a shit. Like, he just stopped caring. He got away from Belichick, and he literally does not care. Like, he's from Florida now. He's just a Florida guy.
He went to Florida, like many others, to retire.
Yeah.
But he's like,
just crushing it.
He's like, wow, I'm doing better here.
Look, man, he's got 7. You can hate him. You can love him. Let's just see him run it up at this point. Let's just see how many he can get.
Shit, if he gets 8.
Holy
shit.
Imagine telling your kids that you got to witness Tom Brady get his 8th at 44, his 7th at 43. Like, all this shit is nuts.
We watched all of his Super Bowls.
It's crazy. So then you have the Cowboys. So the Cowboys at 4 are very interesting. And the reason why is because the NFC East, for whatever reason, a lot of the divisional games are loaded in the back end of the season. So the next 5 games for the Cowboys, only one of them is not against the NFC East opponent.
So it's Washington, Eagles, Giants.
It's Washington twice, Eagles once, Giants once, and then the Cardinals.
So
they're
gonna lose Cardinals.
So in order to make the playoffs with the top spot, they can't lose a game to Washington.
Okay, they need both.
They need both because if Washington wins out, they win the rest of their games. They finish as first in the division.
Okay.
So this is where, and they're playing Washington on Sunday next week. So this is a big game. If the Cowboys beat Washington, Washington will likely not be able to catch up to them for the division head and would have to settle for wild card. So after that is the Rams. The Rams are like I just feel bad for the Rams, and the reason why is because like look at their division right now. You have
It's
the
not
Cardinals.
Which
The
are
Cardinals are above you, which you're at there at 10-2. The Rams are second. The 49ers 6-6, but they're always annoying to play against. Always.
they always give you
Always.
they give you the hard
Always
games.
gives you problems. And the Seahawks, which traditionally is a good team, not having the greatest year, also in your division. That division is annoying.
It's actually a pretty insane.
That is a annoying division. That's the opposite of the NFC East. So the Rams have been playing pretty good. I mean, they played. I think it was
They're 8-4.
Jacksonville. They played Jacksonville yesterday. And I mean, it's Jacksonville, right? So I mean, nothing too special, nothing to write home about. But the thing with the Rams too is they got a tough schedule. They got the Cardinals, they got the Seahawks, divisional game. I don't care what you say, it's always hard. Vikings, Ravens, and 49ers. So they got a tough schedule ahead of them.
That's hard.
I do think they're going to make the wild card no matter what, though.
I think they'll make it.
Because right under them, they're 8-4, and the two teams under them right now are 6-6. So you got the Washington football team, and then you got San Francisco 49ers. The Washington football team just came off their fourth win in a row. They beat Tampa Bay. They beat Carolina. They beat the Seahawks and the Raiders. So, I mean...
That game against Tampa Bay, I was like...
Impressive.
How the heck did they win that?
I mean, they're starting to find their identity as a team. They're starting to realize that they can run the ball and they can run it really well. Antonio Gibson, their running back, is fifth in the league in rushing yards right now.
Don't they usually find it around the holiday season and they lose it
they
around
just
New Year's?
had. It's actually the opposite. So they start like shit and they always go on on a run at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So last year at this time, November, December, they also went 4-0 to push for the playoffs, right? So I mean,
don't be deceived.
it's just what they do, right? In their remaining games, so if Washington win the rest of their games, they win the division.
Can they win?
Can they win? I don't know.
Who are they?
So it's all divisional. It's so Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
Oh, so that's it. They just need to win Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, if you beat the Cowboys twice, the other games will figure themselves out.
Although Eagles are equally weak, like with Washington there, you know?
I think the Eagles are just slightly worse. Slightly.
Really?
Slightly worse. Just slightly. Very slightly.
Yeah.
Because they showed, so Jalen Hurts, their quarterback, he didn't play this past week, and Gardner Minshew played. He had a good game. He can't pass the ball, right? So when teams game plan and say, okay, we're just gonna make you pass, they lose.
But
Like, it's that simple.
Washington has this like history of showing up for the big games and then just like completely losing the most obvious ones.
Yes, and which I think they're at risk of. But I think I think Washington's spot is relatively safe, and the reason why I say that is they're at 6th right now. If they win 3 of their next 5, they'll make it in a wild card spot.
Okay.
Right, so you only need to win 3 of your next 5.
Still not impressed. I mean,
It's a gross.
I gotta
to get
see
in there.
them in the playoffs to like cheer.
Yeah, it's a
know?
gross way to get in there. I mean, it's not convincing.
Hey, it's in. It's in.
The 49ers just lost to the Seahawks, who we just beat a couple weeks ago, but that was just an all-around ugly game. Just interceptions. There's so many turnovers. It was disgusting. But they're in 7th right now. So right now, as it currently stands, you would have the Packers versus the 49ers, the Buccaneers versus the Washington football team. Again, that's what happened in the first round of last year, and that game already happened this year. And then the Cowboys and the Rams, which would be a very fun game to watch.
This is all
objectively.
gonna change in the next like 3 weeks.
I think the wild card is going to stay relatively the same, and here's why. The Eagles right now 6-7. I don't think the Eagles are good. I don't think they're gonna be able to convincingly win for the rest of the season. Who do they have? Who do they have for the rest of the season?
But bro, like Washington 6-6.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Washington's 6-6, right? But look at our remaining games. Like the Eagles haven't been playing well. They're slipping while we're rolling.
Who does the Eagles have?
They play us. They play because they're on a bye.
Us is Washington.
Washington. They play the Giants. They play us again, and then they play the Cowboys.
Oh, so it's all division.
It's all divisional. Yeah. So I mean,
this division is disgusting. They just play against each other.
Yes. So I mean, I don't think they can win that game against Washington off the bye week. I just don't see it. They're gonna beat the Giants. They might take this one versus Washington. Like they might split that, but they're not beating the Cowboys. Like it's just not happening.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go 3-2. I think they'll go 2-2. If that makes sense. Because they played one more game than us. If they go 2-2, they
But then
finish
the
at
Cowboys
8-9.
has to lose against. Yeah.
Well, because the Cowboys, I think, are going to win the division regardless, right? Someone did like this whole like statistic thing. They said there's only like a 9% chance that the Cowboys or that the Washington football team wins.
Okay.
So I mean, it ultimately comes down to this. I think the Eagles will win 2 of their next 4, which will put them at 8-9, and I think the Washington football team will win 3 of their next 5, which puts them at 9-8. That's really what it comes down to.
And with that, they can make it.
Right. So, and then you have the Vikings. Vikings are 5-7. They have some tough games. They got to play the Rams still, which is just going to be a loss probably. It's a tough game. And then the Panthers, the Falcons, the Saints, the Giants. I mean, these guys don't have anything.
The NFC North, the Lions.
So
they're doing insanely bad.
Yeah. So the Lions are doing really bad. But yesterday they got the biggest break of their season. Jared Goff, their quarterback, threw a touchdown pass on the last play of the game, like a buzzer beater.
Okay.
First win of the season. They were 0-10-1. Now, why is that significant, Maj? Well, let me tell you, Mac. Their coach, Dan Campbell, used to play for the Lions.
Yeah.
He was actually a part of a very historic Lions team that went 0-16. So if he didn't win this season, he would be the first coach to not only not win a game
but
as a coach, but as a player too. And at that point, I don't see how you don't put yourself over a bridge.
Oh, so this is
I just don't.
So this is like success for them.
Oh yeah. Dude, this team sucks ass. The Lions are so bad that the team. You know what the team looks like? It looks like they're playing pickup football in a foreign country, like not even America. Like these guys are not made to play this game at all.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, where are the owners? Just sell it. Do something.
Well, I mean, no one's selling an NFL franchise nowadays, man. They make too much money.
Even when you're that bad?
You're making yeah. And look, I mean, let's be realistic. They're playing the Broncos, the Cardinals, the Falcons, the Seahawks, and Packers. They're not going to win another game, probably. But the fact that they beat the Vikings says a lot about the Vikings. Because, like, Vikings, what are you doing?
Yeah, you didn't want to be that team.
You didn't want to be the team that they broke it. Like, we all objectively love to see the fact that they didn't go reverse undefeated. Okay? Yeah. So, they didn't go reverse undefeated. But to be that team that kind of broke that, I mean, that's got to break your spirit as a team.
Yeah, maybe Vikings should sell. No,
dude, the Vikings to me, I mean, it symbolizes why the Washington football team didn't commit to Kirk Cousins long term. It really does, because Kirk Cousins will have good stats at the end of the game, but he misses every meaningful throw and throws an interception at the worst time every single game.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork. I mean, it's just what he does. Now, he didn't throw an interception last game, but he did miss a lot of big throws, and he gets bailed out by Justin Jefferson, one of his receivers, every single time. But it is interesting. So we're seeing that I think the AFC is a lot more clear-cut than the NFC, but teams are starting to pick it up.
In the NFC, they're just the last division, the NFC South, Tampa Bay 9-3. Everyone else 5-7.
Yeah, that division's terrible. I mean, this year that the Falcons are garbage. They don't have an offensive line. The Saints lost Jameis Winston. If they didn't, I think they would be 7-5, probably not 5-7. But their backup quarterbacks are all booty cheeks again. Ultimately, you know, I think who's the other one? The Panthers.
I mean, yeah.
So the Panthers, Sam Darnold went down, but that's probably a good thing. And Cam Newton came in. That's not a good thing.
That he showed it wasn't
clearly a bad thing. Like if you ever want to look up bad thing, look.
Did
at
he
the
win one yet?
Panthers. No, he did not.
He didn't, right?
Oh wait, did he?
We lost the first one.
Wait, no.
That was against Washington.
He
right?
might have. No, that wasn't his first one because he came off the bench a game before that.
Ah, okay.
So we can say as a starter as a starter, he did not win one, but he came off the bench and beat the Cardinals.
Okay.
The Cardinals were also missing their 3 best players that game. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I ain't counting it.
I'm not counting it. That's fine. Cam, And he was like, when he came back, he was like, I'm back. Like he did a whole thing.
Yeah.
And now like
The whole parade.
yeah, throwing 92 yards, 2 interceptions. I could put up that stat line, bro. Like, what are you doing? Okay, so who's your favorite from the NFC right now?
Who do I want or who do I think is going to get there?
Both.
Okay, so who I think is going to get there is Cardinals.
Really?
I do.
Interesting.
I mean, it's always that, you always have this team that's going to make it, right? I want Tampa Bay. I want the Buccaneers to go there. But I feel like they're going to, they're not going to get there because of the Cardinals. Cardinals are doing amazing. This is like the first time I see them this well.
They are a great team.
How about you, buddy? Don't say Washington, please.
No. I think it's going to be the Packers.
The Packers?
I think it's going to be the Packers because Tampa has not been playing great defense, which is strange because the past few games, right? They've been giving up a shit ton of running yards, and all people could say on the commentators are like, oh, the funny fact, the Buccaneers, they're the number one rushing defense in the country with like 80 yards allowed per game. I think a lot of that was loaded in the beginning, and it's just been a slip. You know what I mean?
But like they won the last 3.
They did, but they didn't win them. Like, okay, they won the last 3, right? Check this out. They played the Falcons yesterday.
Okay.
Falcons are just not good. They're just not good. They played the Colts. The Colts was a tough game, but they only won by a touchdown. And they played the Giants. Like, I get it, but they're about to play the Bills. They're about to play the Saints, who suck, the Panthers, the Jets. But they might just roll.
That's what I'm saying.
Their only hard game right now is the Bills. That's it.
Yeah.
This is what I think
Tom Brady
could happen.
loves that team.
This is what I think could happen. I think that if they have a strong chance of winning the rest of their games in the season. Very strong chance. And if they do, and they do it convincingly, that defense might pick back up and like get a rhythm again.
Yeah.
Right? And if they do, then they do. And they're going to be tough to deal with. But let's not forget, they let the Falcons put up 17 against them. Do you remember the Falcons past few games at all?
No.
Okay, so they beat the Jaguars 21-14, but let's just cancel that out because it's the Jaguars.
Okay.
They scored 0 against the Patriots.
This team. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was like, okay, that was against who?
They scored 0 against the Patriots and scored 3 against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys scored 43 that game. So, like...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they only lost... Their streak is losing only 1.
Yeah, because they played the Jaguars, so that's what happened.
Yeah,
so.
Maybe that was their saving grace.
The Jaguars were the saving grace. So, that was a little NFL talk. We are going to take a quick break and come back with some Champions League.
Yes.
All right. And we're back.
We're back.
Okay, so some Champions League.
Yes.
Match day 6. Final match day of the group stage. Okay? So, in honor of that, we'll try and dive in a little deeper here because there is a lot more at stake. This is the last week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of teams have already cemented their position, but, there's still room for improvement. So let's start with Group A.
Group A.
So Group A contains Man City, PSG, Leipzig, and Club Brugge. Okay, Man City and PSG are already in.
Even though PSG only won 2 games.
Yeah, and they're already in, and they're in at their rank. Like, Man City, no matter what, is going to go in as the first seed, and PSG, no matter what, is going to be the second
even
seed.
if they win, yeah.
So they're playing Leipzig, and Man City's playing Leipzig, PSG's playing Club Brugge. I think they're going to play maybe kind of like what we saw with Liverpool a few weeks back, where it's just a bunch of bench players and then like 3 starters. So those games don't matter at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Group B.
Group B. Group B is insane.
Group B is
Insanely
insane
bad.
from the perspective of Liverpool is 15 points, right? Mac, would you do the honor of saying what Porto, who's number 2, is at?
Sure. They are, so wait, Liverpool 15 points, Porto is 5.
5. So I don't know if you guys know how soccer works, but Porto would have to win 3 games to still miss it by a point. That's how big of a gap that Liverpool caused.
How the hell? This is disgusting.
A lot of ties.
So Porto's gonna go through.
Well, we'll see because this group actually matters because you got Porto, Milan, and Atletico Madrid. Depending on how the outcome shakes out, because Porto has 5, Milan has 4, Atletico Madrid has 4.
Uh huh.
Who knows who's going to go through? So
For what?
points.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So Porto play Atletico Madrid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
they all suck. They all.
yeah.
They only won one.
So Porto plays Atletico Madrid and Liverpool plays Milan.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Liverpool. Just lose that one.
Can I give you my take?
Yeah, please.
I think that Atletico Madrid is going to beat Porto, and I think Milan is going to beat Liverpool. Liverpool, Milan are going to go through. That's my prediction. I think Liverpool is not going to play a single starter.
So I think it's just gonna stay the way it is, and they're all gonna lose again.
Wait,
Just my opinion. They're all just gonna lose. Like I don't know how Porto and Atletico are gonna play, but I don't know how, but both of them are gonna lose. Like I just don't know how because this sucks.
Yeah, they're butt.
This is terrible.
They're cheeks.
Liverpool
bro.
Liverpool just got a good group.
I mean, the group. That's the part that fucks me up. Is the group isn't bad.
I get it. Like I'm surprised Atletico's doing this. They're 1-3. Milan same, and
Atletico
Porto
also lost 2-1 to Mallorca on Sunday. Mallorca's like 16th in the league. Like that's not acceptable at all. So maybe you're right.
Bro, Group C's doing better.
So let's start. Let's do Group C. So Group C is actually already defined because Ajax and Sporting have 15 and 9 points respectively. Sporting's not going to catch Ajax. Dortmund has 6 points, so they could get 9 points and tie Sporting. But if you look at goal difference, Dortmund is -6 and Sporting is 4. So unless Dortmund wins 10-0, it's not going to happen.
Yep. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. So Dortmund's going to play Besiktas. They got to win like 11-0 or some shit.
Yeah.
Ajax is playing Sporting. I'm sure Ajax isn't worried about that game. I'm sure Sporting isn't either. So you'll probably see some guys get rested. So then you have Group D.
I love it.
So Group D, Inter, right?
Inter Milan.
This matters why. So Real Madrid and Inter are going to go in. They're going to be the top 2. Okay, but the order is dependent on how it shakes out this week.
Because they're playing against each other.
They're playing against each other. That's the beauty. So with a win, Inter comes in at first, which gives you guys the advantage because you'll then play the weaker team from the other group. Instead of playing the first seed, you play the second seed. So that might shake out well for you. What's your prediction for the Real Madrid and Inter game?
Inter's gonna win.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Madrid's going to win.
Of course you do.
I think it's going to be like 3-1.
What? Madrid gonna beat them 3-1?
I mean, Madrid's been playing their asses off. They're winning the league by like 8 points. That is the nearest person. Vinicius is playing like he's prime Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know what the hell that is. But... But yeah, I know. I think Real Madrid might take this, like, unbiased. Like, they've been playing out of their goddamn minds.
I think Inter's gonna win.
Okay. Let's pencil it in, folks.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, Sheriff and Shakhtar are just done.
Yeah, they're out.
not even...
That's a disgusting grid right there.
So, this is a group, again, Group E. Group E is a group where a lot of movement can happen. Because what you have left now, you got Bayern at 15, you got Barcelona at 7, you got Benfica at 5, and Dynamo Kiev at 1. Dynamo Kiev's done.
But Bayern is done too. They're number
Bayern
1.
is number 1.
It's not changing.
So now it's between Barcelona and Benfica. It's like, who wants it more? But the thing is guess who Barcelona's playing?
Bayern?
They're playing Bayern. They're playing Bayern. Who do you got in that game?
Bayern.
Bayern. Like,
For
not even,
sure.
Like, even if they play their subs, which they probably will, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Like, I don't think it's really going to be an
Really?
issue.
That bad?
Oh, yeah. And Benfica is playing Dynamo Kiev. I personally think that we might see a Bayern and Benfica 1-2 punch here, and Barcelona just get kicked to the Europa League. Because, by the way, the third team in every league goes to the Europa League.
Okay.
Or in every group, sorry. Oh, wait, no. That's not how it works. How does it work?
But if Benfica wins and Barca loses, it's the same thing. Nothing happens. Barca's still number 2.
If Bayern wins and Benfica loses, yes. But Benfica's playing trash. So, I mean...
No, but what if Barca and Benfica lose?
Then Barca's through.
Yeah,
But I think Benfica is going to win. Like, Dynamo Kiev is really, really bad.
they're equally weak.
Dynamo Kiev hasn't won a single game.
This is the game.
This is it?
This is the game to win.
Okay.
Group F.
Group F. Okay, so Group F actually it has a lot of controversy too because the top three could technically all make it. Now the only team that cemented is United. United is going through no matter what.
Yeah,
Is whether at one
but
or
it
two
might be.
is
Yeah,
yet to be
it
seen.
might be 2.
So you got Manchester United at 10 points, Villarreal at 7, Atalanta with 6, and Young Boys at 4. United is going to be playing Young Boys, and Villarreal and Atalanta are playing each other. Whoever wins that game is through.
So Man United will win.
Man United, I think they're only lost in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, comes from Young Boys.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is a great revenge.
Yeah.
This is a great time to win.
I'm trying to remember, but yeah. So United, if they win this, they're through at number 1. If they don't, they're through at number 2. But then you have Villarreal and Atalanta, which is nasty. Who do you think is going to win that game?
Villarreal.
Yeah, I'm going to say Villarreal too. I don't think Atalanta has it. I don't think they have it this year. I think the Italian league got a lot better.
Yeah.
So these Italian teams are getting beat down in the league, and then they have to come play the Champions League, right? So I don't know how well they're going to be
I
playing.
mean, they suck.
Yeah, I mean they're not good. Like
Group G sucks as equally as them.
so, Group G is an interesting suck though. Let me explain. Let me
It's
explain
not
why.
interesting at all.
It's an interesting suck because,
Did you watch any game?
but let me tell you why.
Okay.
In theory, right, and I'm this is purely speculation, right?
Sure, buddy.
Wolfsburg plays Lille, and Salzburg plays Sevilla.
Mm-hmm.
If Wolfsburg
Wins.
wins,
They can easily be number 1.
if Wolfsburg wins, like, okay, what happens is if they win 4-0, they're tied with Lille on goal difference. Right?
But then, they'll be tied.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
Everything will be tied.
If Wolfsburg wins, they're through. Because if they win...
This is a good one.
No, that's not true.
No, it is. Because look, if Wolfsburg wins, they're 2-2-2. Right?
Yes.
And then Lille is
2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses.
2-2-2.
Yeah.
Right? The goals, yeah, they win 4. Those guys can't get a goal, and then they win.
Yeah, they have to win big if they want to go through.
4 goals.
So here's my solution. I think Salzburg and Sevilla is going to beat Salzburg, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Exactly. Then it's up to Wolfsburg.
Then it's off the... How bad do you want it, Wolfie?
Yeah. But then again, they all are equally bad. So literally that can happen. Like Wolves can be number 1.
Sevilla has been playing better as of late. So I don't know. Sevilla started their campaign with 3 draws, bro. Like the fact that they're even still in the running is disgusting. But I think Sevilla right now is second in La Liga. So I mean, they're not terrible.
Well,
do you know Barcelona's
here-
like 9th or something?
yeah, it doesn't reflect well here. Well, it actually does.
I mean, yeah,
It's
well,
not, I
Barcelona's
hate the
second.
group stages. I just want to get past it.
Seriously. But Group H.
Group H.
is the closest to defined as you're gonna see,
Yeah.
right? But the sexy thing about Group H is that Chelsea and Juventus don't play each other. Okay, they play. Chelsea plays, I think, Zenit. Yeah, Zenit, and Juventus plays Malmo.
But even though, like, I think it's still set.
It's set with the top 2. But
Because
if
of the
Chelsea
goals.
loses big and Juventus wins big, they could still go in at first.
But Juve needs to win, like, how many goals?
like
They need to get, like, 4 or 5 goals to be number 1.
if Chelsea loses 3-0 and Juve wins 3-0, I think Juve will go through.
All right, that's, like, almost not good. Like, it's like-
And Juve is terrible. So
Chelsea's not going to lose by 3 goals. Like,
they're
it's
not going to lose by not this Chelsea
not
for sure.
Yeah, not them playing this. Like,
Yeah, no way. And then after this, finally, we're on to the round of 16.
yes, I just want to go.
Yeah, it's
I hate the group stages. I don't really watch that much. I just watch the biggest games. Like, I'm not watching Group G. It's just not happening. And
Group G is which group again?
the Lille, Salzburg, Seville, and Wolves.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, bro. There's
not.
no chance.
I'm not gonna watch it.
And then the good thing about the Champions League is that the teams are drawn at random. So the first seed and the second seeds of each group
Will just be pulled.
drawn at random, right?
So we don't even know who's playing against who.
No, there's no like.
We just know that first seed is playing against second seed.
Yes. So with that, I want to introduce you a topic,
Please.
right? Because we have time, right?
Why not?
I want to tell you. Let's go group by group.
Mm-hmm.
Who you want to see play who?
Okay.
Okay, so Man City, Group A, they have to play a number 2. So if I'm looking down at all the number 2s, right, as it currently stands, who I want Manchester City to play,
Mm-hmm.
I would want them to play, I think Juventus.
Really? Immediately?
Yeah, I think Juventus.
Just get one of them kicked out?
No, I think they'll kill Juventus.
I know.
Personally. But I would like to see that get because I'm trying to manufacture good games. Here.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to manufacture good games.
Okay.
Who do you want to see PSG go up against? Because they got to go up against a 1 seed.
Bro, I want them to go against Man United.
No, man.
Yes.
Can I tell you what would be box office as hell?
What?
Real Madrid.
What?
Because Mbappe wants to go there.
So?
But wouldn't it be like...
Him beating them?
Yeah, imagine he beats them.
That's not good.
But it's a good story. It's like, oh, he wanted to go there, but then he beat them with PSG, or Madrid beats them, like, as a story.
I don't like it. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that.
So you want
yes,
PSG,
it is interesting.
You want PSG and United.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's, like, nice.
They played before.
Because that's Messi and Ronaldo.
I don't want that, bro. Like as an honorary United fan, I don't want those guys to ever play each other.
Bro,
again.
I want that. That's box office.
It is. No, that's box office. You're right. It is. Okay, so let's jump over to Group B. So we got Liverpool at number 1. They're going to be playing a number 2 seed. So my opinion, what would be really nice to see is if they played Barcelona.
Nope. I don't like it.
Really?
Nope.
What do you want?
Inter.
Liverpool
and Inter? Are you kidding? That's an insane
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll take Liverpool and Inter is a good one.
That's an insane
I'll
game.
admit it. Liverpool and Inter is a good one.
You want Barca? You want Barca for that?
I do. I want Barca.
Okay.
If they go through, because I think that game will be so watched because like the most teams. Like teams that people like in like the Middle East, for example, is like Barcelona, Real Madrid, mostly Barca, right?
And because Mohamed Salah,
and then Mohamed Salah, no, dude, it would be like a whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be like a whole thing. So it would be nice. And as far as Porto, I want to see Porto play Ajax. I just want that to cancel itself out.
Sure. Yeah, let's get rid of those.
Yeah,
two
I just want the games I don't give a shit about to cancel themselves
together.
out.
Okay.
Right. So then let's jump to Ajax. They're going to be playing Porto in our little thing. But then you have Sporting. So Sporting at 2. I want Sporting to play United.
Okay, I wanted them to play Bayern.
I want them to play United because it's Cristiano's old team. Would be nice.
I mean, not really important. I think he forgot them.
No, but I love to see when you play against your old team and you watch to see if the guy that scored celebrates or not. It's my favorite thing.
Well, I think he will.
He hasn't yet.
When did he play for them? Like 2003?
I think when he played for them, he is now double that age, whatever it was.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, he forgot. I don't think he remembers he played for that team. He's like, what? Was I water boy there?
Yeah, seriously. What was it? Was I an intern? Like what?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, but I do think that would be a nice game.
Shit, I'd celebrate my ass off.
So Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
You have Real Madrid playing who now? You said I don't think you said anyone.
I didn't say anyone.
I said Real Madrid PSG. So who do you want Real Madrid to play against?
Barca.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to manufacture a Clasico?
I'm manufacturing all amazing games right now.
I don't think that would be a good game though.
Bro, Clasico and Champions League in one? That's
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it. And then we both said Inter.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say Inter yet?
No, I said Inter with Liverpool.
Oh, then I know exactly what I'm going with.
Who?
I'm going Inter Chelsea.
I didn't get to them yet.
Talk about a color game. Just different schemes of blue. That's amazing.
All
I'm
right.
going Inter. So then Bayern. You had Bayern already, I believe. Oh no, you
Yeah.
said Bayern already.
Bayern was
with
Sporting.
I want to see. I'll do Bayern. I'll do Bayern Salzburg.
Ah, okay.
Same country. COVID-19, Omicron's coming out. You feel me? Just play it safe. You know what I mean? And then who else? So Barcelona, we both have
We
already.
both said it.
United, we both said it. Villarreal.
I'm doing Villarreal with Lille.
I'll do Villarreal with Lille. Just cancel it out.
Just kill it.
Get rid of it.
You have to have
cancel
one
it out.
game. I mean,
Yeah, seriously, just cancel it out. And then Chelsea. I have Chelsea already. Did you have Chelsea yet?
nope.
Who do you have Chelsea with?
Salzburg.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. And I had Juventus already.
I didn't
So
with Ajax.
was it Ajax? Was that your team?
Yep.
Okay, first of all, can I just say the fact that we did that off the top of our head and remembered the teams that we picked, impeccable.
Bro, we
This
got
is-
it on camera too.
This is Wagyu beef podcasting. This is A1 Kobe beef podcasting, bro. You're not gonna get better than this.
Hey, did anyone get that? I mean, we can write them
Or
down.
sorry, A5. A5 is the good one.
We go back and we just botched everything. We said Liverpool
Yeah, we
twice.
listen to it again. No, this is like when it's super late and you and your boys are like coming up with dumbass ideas and you wake up the next day after like going to bed thinking that you're about to be a millionaire.
Did
and you're
we
like,
say
Did
that?
I just say underwater hair dryer? Like, what is that? Oh man.
So
Okay.
that's your Champions League.
So that's your Champions
That's your
League.
Champions League.
Are you so
Yeah, I don't know because I want you to introduce this.
okay? So I'm gonna try to introduce this. Earlier in the podcast, we said something runs in the family. Now, this doesn't run in our family.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not run in our family.
No.
Absolutely
Scratch
does not.
that
No,
statement.
no, it does not run in our family. So I wanted to make it clear that I was not talking about us.
Yes.
So Chris Cuomo,
Star anchor.
star anchor, prime time,
And
his
prime
show
time.
was literally called Prime Time.
His show is literally called Cuomo Prime Time
Yes.
on CNN,
On CNN,
every
yeah.
day at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
This guy's legit.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was.
Well,
Well, maybe he never was. I don't know. Like the more, I don't know. I don't know what to know anymore.
okay.
Okay.
What happened?
So, Chris Cuomo got fired. Okay.
Ba-bam.
So, first of all, I don't know how you didn't hear this until pre.
This happened like yesterday.
So it's been busy.
I've been busy this weekend,
You have.
and
man.
I'm shocked that this happened.
Are you shocked that this happened from the perspective? Like you're shocked that this stuff is coming out against him, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chris Cuomo.
Chris,
I saw the notification, right? I saw it on whatever. I can't remember what it was. Apple News maybe. And it said Chris Cuomo fired from CNN. The first thing I thought about was, what did him and his brother do?
yeah. What's up with this family?
Because his brother, Drew Boy,
Andrew Cuomo,
former
governor of New York.
governor of New York, he stepped down due to some nasty behavior,
Yeah.
right? Some sexual harassment, and I mean it runs in the family because
I guess.
but
Mario-
that's not actually what the initial firing was about. Like the initial news that came out,
Yes.
if you were following it in live time, the initial news that came out was that he was being fired because he was acting as an advisor
The way he
for
supported,
his brother.
the way he supported his brother during the allegations that were against his
Exactly.
brother. That was initially the problem.
First thing that came out, yes.
Yes.
So then something else came out.
Yeah.
And now, before we jump into that second thing, because it's very serious, before we jump into that, Cuomo, what the fuck were you doing standing with your brother on national TV if you gave a shit about your job? He used to say, like, family first, but, like, if my family sexually assaulted someone, like, bro, you're on your own. Like, you just got to deal with that.
Yeah, and like I remember the moment that his brother, the allegations came against his brother, and it was the night that he was coming on.
Yeah.
Chris,
They took him off, right?
no, he was there,
Oh, really?
but it was like so awkward. He had to make a statement, and his statement was, "Listen, I'm not allowed to talk about this topic.
yeah, no shit.
All I'm gonna say is."
OJ did it.
It was OJ.
It was OJ. It was OJ.
No, the first thing he said was, he's my brother and I love him.
Yes, I remember that.
Literally, and then that's it.
I
He's
don't know
like,
what it is about seeing a grown man say they love a grown man a lot. Maybe it's
Cuomo says that a lot.
it's the Italian in him. He's a
Andrew
lover.
Andrew Cuomo hugs everyone apparently.
Yeah.
And Chris Cuomo says I love you to everyone.
Yeah, which in
He
the
says
wrong,
it to everyone.
in the wrong setting. That's sexual harassment.
So can I just say something real quick?
Uh-huh.
The moment I heard about this Cuomo thing, I went online and I searched Cuomo. The first thing that came up.
Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, no.
I saw this the headline of Chris Cuomo's firing on CNN. And the title of the article is CNN fires Chris Cuomo. And this is CNN.
Yeah, that's a weird Matrix moment.
But who wrote it? It's Brian Stelter.
Okay.
Anyway, he's the guy that Chris Cuomo always says "I love you" to on camera.
Oh, really? Oh,
Always.
yeah.
And he's the one who wrote this.
Chris Cuomo said, now that I think about it, he used to say I love you a lot.
He does. That's what I'm saying. And
What's with these two brothers and loving too hard?
I don't know, man.
Like,
but,
bro, you got to conceal your love.
Yeah, and they were trying to convince us that their love was genuine.
Yeah, no. Look, I knew something was about to go wrong when they literally put a mixtape out of just sexual harassment from Andrew Cuomo, just different ways
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like the fact that his brother didn't take a more definitive, like some shit's going on, right? Yeah. Whatever, you don't think about it in the moment, but he did get fired for advising his brother. Then what happened is
Suddenly, apparently.
Like out of nowhere, they were just like, "Yep, you're fired, advising your brother, whatever." After like a month of whatever. So I thought it was gonna come earlier, but what we didn't know is that there's a sexual harassment case coming up against Chris Cuomo. That's fucked up. I mean,
It's like, wouldn't you stop?
Well, but it's old.
It was old?
It was old, but like
It's just a crime against
like
Cuomo.
what the fuck is wrong with these? Like the first thing Max said is like, "Oh, dude, their parents would be like."
His dad.
You said his dad.
His
would
dad
be
was.
he made two predators.
Yeah.
But what if he taught him? Like I don't know.
But his dad was the governor.
What if Papa Cuomo was just a mess?
Bro, this family.
Oh my god. So okay, so let me read. Let me read this little blurb. I think so. This is what Chris Cuomo said in his legal response. One thing is he said, this is not how I wanted my time at CNN to end, but I've already told you why and how I helped my brother. Okay, so he said that right after he first got fired. So what I don't understand is how. Okay, so you said that, and then like 30 minutes later, this statement came, or not this statement, but a sexual harassment allegations came towards Chris Cuomo. The lawyer Deborah Katz said in a statement, "My client came forward at this time because she felt in sharing her story and related documentation, she could help protect other women." Okay, so this apparently happened. It said CNN's actions came just a day after prominent Washington, D.C. workplace attorney arranged to share material supporting accusations by a former colleague of Cuomo at ABC News that he had sexually harassed her there. Okay, so here's my thing. You knew when you made that Instagram post, you knew that there was a sexual harassment case that was about to come out for you.
Yes.
Why are you talking about your brother in your statement? Like your statement needs to be a lot more.
I don't know if he knew it was gonna go public.
I think it said it went public. Maybe I just missed it. But like, dude, what are these Cuomo boys doing? I thought you guys were lawyers.
Apparently, really bad ones.
Yeah, I mean, okay, no, but seriously, like,
he's by the way, he's suing CNN.
He's CNN for $18 million.
$18 million
to get his money worth. Yeah,
because they broke his contract.
So here's the tough part.
How could you do that? Like, how many?
Here's the tough part. On a serious note, this is a tough one to watch, right? Because for me personally, I don't swing either direction. Like, party wise, like it's important to stay neutral, at least in my world. Definitely, there's certain topics that are definitively like easy decisions, but like in general, especially after everything that's going on with the country now
Yeah.
with Biden and everything, the way that we're in the shitter, it kind of shows you that like don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like you gotta
Diversify, baby.
diversify. But the thing is like one thing that I always thought I was good at was character.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I never in a million years would have guessed that Chris Cuomo would have this shit come out against him. Maybe I'm like
Bro, I wouldn't.
jaded.
I wouldn't have thought Andrew Cuomo either in the beginning of the whole, the COVID stuff and him stepping
Yeah.
up the daily, news conferences that he had.
And it's so this introduces a problem for us, right? Because the prominent politicians, literally, probably, I would say the most popular governor in America, right? I mean, if you ask anybody else,
Andrew?
yeah, he was the most popular governor in America.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, there were points where they said he's going to run for president.
Yeah, there was a stage,
and he had to go on TV
And say he
say
wouldn't.
I am not. Stop saying it.
so that guy, and probably like a news anchor that literally like most famous one in the
I think
country
most
almost.
famous,
I
literally.
mean, there's like Tucker Carlson or whatever from Fox News. Chris Cuomo wasn't famous for bad reasons. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was famous. So you take those two guys, probably two of the most prominent guys throughout COVID.
The two loved the loved family in the early 2020.
Yeah.
To the most hated.
To the most hated. And it shows you that like between the media, the politicians, like you guys, you can't put these guys on a pedestal. You can't idolize these politicians, these media members, these celebrities, man.
Yeah.
Because you never know what the hell happens behind closed doors. Sometimes in front of them.
Yeah.
Like I just
Or on them.
Yeah, dude. I literally do not understand how how they got 2 for 2. I mean, they're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Is there anyone else? No, those are the two.
it's ridiculous. And I think, I mean, it probably makes sense that both of them are fucked up, because if one of them was, then you'd be like, oh, wait, why aren't you fucked up too? So I guess it kind of evens itself out. But yeah, interesting news coming out.
It was insane news.
Pray for all the victims of this sexual harassment between the two. Chris Cuomo already should have been fired for his support of his brother, I believe, because there's concrete evidence against his brother for sure. And as things come out about this person that's bringing him forward from ABC, you know, I hope our justice process takes care of that whole situation.
Yeah, seriously.
Right? So if he's guilty, I hope, you know, whatever repercussions that could fall on his head do.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was a fucked up note to end the podcast.
If the glove fits, right?
Yeah. OJ did it. So that is going to be it for episode 30 of the Mac and Maj podcast.